Off to a great start, guys. We're off to a great start with this account. Hey guys, it's Maine here. I'm back again with another IE review. So today we have Zadmur. Looks like he is a World 6 gamer, heading straight into it. Looks like that's Skydoggy Spirits, push past League Spirits. So the last little bit of World 6 to go. Skydoggy Spirits being the last lock. You need 9 characters to push through it, 8 really. You use the V-Man portal, you should know that at this point. But the V-Man portal will help you, so you don't have to push all 9 characters, or 9 out of your 10 characters there. You can do 8 instead with the V-Man portal. Just get to the end and start getting into the eggs, mini chiefs, and then the guardians. Anyways, now that you're here, you really should have spent a lot of time Off to a great start, guys. We're off to a great start with this account. Zadmur, this is crazy, man. This man got to Skydoggy Spirits. This oak log is awful. Okay, Zadmur, I recognize that you push past League Spirits, but you should not be here. You really need to consider yourself as someone who has not gotten past League Spirits. You need to take some time, really focus on skilling efficiency. So, just as everyone who's like mid-World 6, the big focus for you right now is try to get higher prints so you can get more upgrades into boron. You want more atom generation. Atoms are really important because they provide you a ton of bonuses across your account. They give you the stamp cost reduction. They give you more skilling efficiency through this. They give you most importantly, boron. Hit you in a second, Peg. Boron is really, really important. It helps you progress alchemy. It seems like you don't recognize alchemy as a thing. And if you need an account review at this point, honestly, I really recommend spending a lot of your time focusing on alchemy. That's really just said and done all you really need to do right now. Your scaling efficiency is really low. You can't progress Atom Collider, which means if you eventually get to 90Q red bits in gaming, you won't be able to get to level 30 upgrades. You're missing a ton of bonuses for your account just through sheer neglect of alchemy. You really need to get things like Mage's Best, Rory's Roll, Archer Bust, Mage's Best up to level 450. I really recommend at this point to get your account up to snuff doing like hourly clicks, 3 hourly clicks, whatever you can do to upgrade your stats here. You're going to miss a ton of damage through Roid Ragin, Swift Steppin, and Stable Genius. At this point, you should have the Sailing Artifact, Crystal Stake. This should be giving you a ton of damage here. I mean, you have it at Eldritch. Stats here are giving you a ton of damage. So if you're struggling with damage, which I think you are, the Crystal Stake is going to help a ton. Also, the power of Try 1, Try 2, and Try 3. These ones provide damage bonuses based off your stats. So again, focusing on stats is really important. If you need more stats, things like stamps here are going to help you a ton. You have a ton of green stamps here with a 0 gilded stamp, 0 atom discount. Really, really easy for you to get more damage through just upgrading Max's Slapo, Sash Side Stamp, Intellecto Stamp, Conjure Charmo for your beginner class, Book Stamp, and just generally all the other percent total damage stamps that you see here. So you can get Dreadlow, upgrade the stamp really, really easy. I mean, since this is showing everything that has the material cost on 0 gilded stamp and 0 atom, you could upgrade almost every single stamp here because you have the materials to upgrade this. There's no reason you shouldn't be upgrading everything you see here that relates to damage or stats. Also, regards to skilling efficiency, really, really get up things like Catching Net Stamp, Fishing Rod, Pickaxe, Hatchet, the Cool Diggy Stamp, and the Swag Swiggy Stamp. You can definitely craft the resources, the tools for this and upgrade this to get you more mining and chopping efficiency or catching and fishing, respectively. Really, really great stamps to upgrade. When you get atom cost reduction through Gilded Stamp or atom discount, I recommend trying to cycle this into multi-tool so you get more skill efficiency. Skilling efficiency-wise, getting things like Hocus Chopus, Librarian Tools, Severe Purple, and Tree Sleeper for the Warrior Hardy Diggy. strong tools and multi-orange and dream of ironfish. Getting those up is going to help you a ton with your prints. Again, the prints going to help you generate more atoms. The more atoms you generate, the more upgrades you can do to boron. The more boron upgrades, the more you can do into these multiplier or scaling efficiency bubbles. Once you have boron at level 20 and all the other bubbles around their 85% to 90% capacity, you're going to have more than enough scaling efficiency to start using your borons, your atoms that you're generating every single day to upgrade things like Larry and your damage bubble specifically. Once you have boron level 20, you can start doing that. Do not focus on damage prior to that point, because you really need to get boron to level 20 ASAP. Every day you don't have boron level 20 means you're missing out on 20, 30, 50, 70 bubble levels every single day, depending on what Larry procs. So get on the grind, get on Atom Collider. It's really disappointing at this point that you don't have that and it's level 3. That is insane to me. Yeah, stamps, alchemy, just out of curiosity. Okay, you have all the points. Good. Vials. Okay, vial grind is definitely, okay, absolutely something you should be doing is getting skinny 0 cal up to 13. You have Choco Chip. You have the capacity to do Onyx statues. So this is incredibly important to get skinny 0 cal to level 13 so you can get close to the 100% statue deposit chance. You want to aim for around 26 or 27 vials at level 13, assuming you have the vial mastery, you have everything unlocked. Cool. So you really want to get as many vials up to 13 as you can. So all of the skilling vials up to 13 as fast as you can. A lot of the monster material ones you can either do through a V-Man speedrun, or you can active farm on ES to get these vials to 13. Getting to 13, really important. Getting 100% statue deposit chance, really important. Getting the Starchu EXP bubble over here, trying to get this percentage you see here from 15.7% up to 24%, just to make it a lot easier to deposit the statue to get higher bonuses. Speaking of statues, are you even on the Onyx grind? You are. You have just a few left, a few of the hard ones left. I would also recommend try to get the Div Spiral. Go to, if you have... Honestly, at this point, I don't know if your talent levels are up to snuff to where you can do Tremor Worms. If you can place 3 statues down, which I don't think you're at the point of doing. I don't remember what this. I think it's 200. I thought it was 200 or 225. I don't know if Tremor Worms is good for you to do. Not bad. I don't know if Tremor Worms is the best spot for you to do gold food or statue farming right now. I think you should probably do Miners. Steppen, you're crazy. I would recommend doing Citrons. I think Citrons is a nice flat map to do for DK. I think you're getting more. Citrons is probably the best bang for your buck right now. Tremor Worms is better if you can do 3 statues, but I don't think you have the ability to do 3 statues consistently yet because you don't have the V-Man enhancement, as far as I know. I think you're outside the range for V-Man enhancement because it'll increase the timer on the statue guy by 20 seconds, so that's really how you're able to get to the 3 statues. So what I recommend, go on Citrons, farm out the Divinity statue, and also helps you grind out the gold food for the Golden Hamster Gummy. Getting high stacks of Golden Hamper Gummies spread across all of your characters is going to help with your sailing. Try to get to a stack of 1,000 across your characters because you have Choco Chip, because you have 4-star on. You have decent crystal spawn chance. You have I don't know what your drop rate is, but I imagine it's relatively decent to where you're able to get these statues. But getting on that Divinity statue grind, getting on gold food grind, and spreading the hamsters across your character is going to help a ton. Yeah, just doing that. And honestly, probably at this point, you're near sneaking. What am I doing? That. Beanstalk, that's what I was looking for. Do you have the 100k? So if you're on the 100k grind, I would probably try to grind out. Yeah, I mean, I would try to grind out 10,000, split 1,000 across your characters, and then start the 100k grind. Because in the meantime, you can benefit from the 1,000 stack across your characters, and then going for the 100k, putting that on the Beanstalk makes it a lot easier to claim the sailing time. I would probably recommend upgrading your boats because it's taking you a lot longer than 2 hours to get to these islands. Because it's 15 hours here. I know there's a way to check the time, but 15 hours is a lot. And you're kind of scattershotting, like having boats go to every single island. I would stick to one island at a time. I would try upgrading your boats, try to get the 100 mil distance so you aren't spending 5, 10, 15 hours to get to the island. I would recommend upgrading your boats first, trying to get enough speed, and then sticking all your characters on the last island to get the Wind's Lantern. The Wind's Lantern is going to be really huge for helping your artifact find chance. So you can go back, get Sovereign Fury Relic, get Sovereign Crystal Stake, Sovereign Trilobite Rock. All that stuff's going to be really, really easy to get once you get the Wind's Lantern up to Sovereign. Okay, worship charge is used. Relatively good levels across your characters, your totems. Your tower defense isn't doing too bad. Not terrible there. Equinox, not doing too bad either. Progressing as you can. Okay, let's go to cooking. Sort by least time to cook next. Not doing too bad. Dominator, thanks for the sub, man. Appreciate it. Cooking's not doing terrible. I think the big thing for cooking is going to come through Diamond Chef. It's nearing a point where you can atom this. Once it's at a point where you can atom it, hopefully you'll have enough atom generation to be able to upgrade this. But as soon as it's in atom range, I would recommend trying to spend atoms, provided your skilling efficiency can support the atom generation needed to upgrade this. But upgrading this with atoms is going to be really huge for your account. The more levels of Diamond Chef that you get, the higher cooking speed that you have, which means you can upgrade your meals even more. Additionally, the Atom Collider, the fluoride upgrade here is really huge for giving you cooking speed. It's another multiplier. As well, the V-Man talent here, cooking or Blood Marrow is going to help a ton with your cooking speed. You don't even have this maxed out. I don't know what you're doing. This is hands down the biggest multiplier to meal cooking speed ever. You need this maxed out before you max out anything. This is huge. You can probably get another like 300 levels of your meals like overall, like very easily just from maxing this talent out. And honestly, getting your meals to level 30 is going to be another multiplier because it'll get to the Void Plate, which is where fluoride kicks in. So getting your meals to level 30 is another breakpoint you can get to get even more meal cooking speed. So honestly, max out your Blood Marrow. Go and spend atoms. Yeah, go and spend atoms. Go and spend your ladles on trying to upgrade these meals. Once you do that, you're going to have a lot of meals at level 30, even more, and get a ton of bonuses that way. You can get more crit chance, you can get more critters, you can get even more meal cooking speed, even more damage, more scaling efficiency is also a very important one that you need right now. So very, very good bonuses you can probably get from upgrading Blood Marrow. Every upgrade, every point you put into Blood Marrow is going to provide you a ton of meal cooking speed. I mean, a ton. I would honestly recommend using a level 20 book. Using 20 books to max out Blood Marrow, and you'll see your meal cooking speed really skyrocket after that. Honestly, the 265 days that you see here is very daunting, but genuinely, if you level up Blood Marrow with a max book, this is probably going to go from 265 days to like a week. I'm not kidding. And then the more meals you get at level 30, is probably going to push that over the edge to where you can use like a ladle to get this to 30 relatively easily. Anyways, okay, I think your salts are very messed up. I think you need to work on fixing your salts. I think you should probably turn off orange and blue for a while you recuperate your red salts and get them ranked up a little bit. All right, and yeah, your 3D printer is a mess. Honestly, there's one more thing I want to see. Okay. All right, this is a big problem. This is definitely going to help you with chopping efficiency. Your prints are really bad for chopping, I imagine, because your V-Man's not rank 1. V-Man has a talent right here called the Right Hand of Action. If your skill level is the highest on your V-Man, you're giving your other characters 82% skilling efficiency. That is a huge bonus to your prints. It is insane. So you need to get your V-Man rank 1 across all the skills that require efficiency. So the mining, chopping, catching, and fishing. Most importantly, so you can get higher prints on those. If it's level 1, you're gonna literally like almost double your print size just because this talent is high. Also, spend more points in this. Try to get more points here. There is a bubble you can upgrade that actually gives your V-Man more talent points, just not the V-Man talent page. I believe it is in that class. It's the Fast Boy talent. So upgrading this with the Flycicles or using atoms eventually when you get there, just to give you more talent points on V-Man for the Maestro tab specifically, to give you more scaling efficiency and EXP for your other characters as well. Very easy for you to do. How's your breeding? I mean, consistent, not doing terrible. I would probably try to get Blooming Axe upgraded a little bit more. Imagine not a Doot player. Okay, summoning. You only have 2 battles left, is that correct? Do you have the stamps? Okay, you have all the stamps unlocked, that's good. Farming, how's farming doing? Okay, alright, some big problems here. Okay, farming. Wow. I would highly recommend trying to upgrade land plots even more. Also recommend trying to unlock upgrade biology boost more so you have more crop evo chance. Big thing for you right now, I wouldn't scattershot your plants like this. I would do 1 plant at a time. I wouldn't do 1 flower, and then 1 peach, and then 1 pineapple, and then 1 pear, and then another pineapple. I would strictly do 1 crop across the board. For now, the blueberries, then watermelons and potatoes. Really recommend trying to get this up. The more land plots you have, it's effectively a multiplier for farming. Really, really important you do that. Unlocking land plots is really huge. It's also in the gem shop, you can buy land plots as well. If you have the gems, I recommend doing that. But number 1 priority for farming is specifically is the Instagrow generators. Instagrow generators is essentially, 5 levels of stronger vines or so? It adds onto this percent. So if you had 1 Instagrow generator, you'd have 112% chance. If you have 2, it's 132. Essentially, you want to buy all 8, so you can. It's essentially a multiplier to the crops as well. That plus land plots plus product doubler is how early game farming is really juiced out. Upgrading these 3 specifically to as high level as you possibly can is incredibly important for really juicing out farming. Once you have stronger vines up to around 140%, nutritious soil around 50%, product doubler to like 60 to 80%. Your farming speed is really going to skyrocket. It's going to be a lot easier to grind that out. You're also going to be able to get more beans, which means you can upgrade evolution GMO. You want this to be around 1.2x. You want speed GMO to be around 7x. And then you can start stacking 1,000 crops. Once you get 1,000 crops, your growth speed is going to really skyrocket from there. You can start unlocking more crops to eventually unlock land ranks. Once you unlock land ranks, you can unlock value for your crops. That caps out at around 100%. Sorry, 100 times. The more land value you have, in addition to product doubler, in addition to stronger vines, in addition to land plots, is going to make it so getting 100k crops is very easy for you to do. And then grinding out 100k crops makes super GMO grow really big, makes it very easy to evolve a lot of your crops. But it's kind of like the early game thing. It's kind of like the strat with farming. You want to grind out day market, start grinding out night market. Once you have the 1.2 to 1.2x crop evo, the 7% growth speed, then you want to grind out the day market even more. Then go back to grinding out magic beans for night market, upgrading the speed, upgrading crop evo, upgrading farming XP, the super GMO, all that stuff, getting land ranks up. Then go back, do more day market, do more night market, do more day market, do more night market. It kind of flip flops back and forth. That's kind of the cycle you want to get yourself into, and that's how you want to do it. Conceptually, not very hard. Just people get lost and kind of scatterbrain the plots here, for example, and that's probably the problem you're running into right now. 1 crop at a time, upgrade land plots, upgrade nutritious soil, upgrade biology boost, get more crop evo chance, try to get to 11 more crops, get product doubler, and you're going to see your farming kind of go off from there, pal. Okay. On the vein of skilling efficiency, you really want to get your tools up as well. Getting to Dreadlow is going to help, but honestly, the more effective use of your character's resources is going to come from your character's equipment. So I recommend trying to get up to don't craft diabolical gear. Don't even craft luster gear. I would recommend trying to get into troll armor. Troll armor is really important. It gives you all stat percent. From there, try to get your characters to magma. Keep them at magma. I wouldn't recommend upgrading to Kruk gear because you lose the all stat percent. All stat's really important for skilling efficiency, and magma gear is going to help a ton, get you even higher prints. After you get magma, your next big upgrade is going to be straight to marble glass. There's a nuance there where on your DK you do want the boots and the helmet of the Kruk armor, so you get the drop chance, but the rest of the armor you want marble glass for money. Eventually God Shard is the goal, but you're nowhere near that point, so it's just not important to talk about. The magma gear is just really important. Troll is essentially what you want to get on all your characters right now. Yeah. Apart from that, just generally doing more Onyx statue grinding in World 1. I think you can upgrade the mining power statue more. But yeah, just going back to it, statue is going to get really juiced out once you have the skinny 0 cal, once you have the Star Cheat EXP bubble. All that stuff's going to help a ton with your statue progression, Onyx statues, and just generally upgrading your count and getting more skilling efficiency and damage through that. Alright, sigils, oh my god. Okay. Alright. This is an interesting strat. I mean, genuinely, for you, the charge speed's not bad, so being on sigils at this point is not terrible. It's just, I don't know. I feel like you're not focusing on the more important ones. If you want better results, honestly, I would recommend putting 4 characters on Dreamcatcher, putting 4 characters on Loot Pile, and Garlic Glove is probably the better one to do, so you can upgrade kitchens. Kitchens will give you more meal cooking speed, more recipe speed, so you can unlock the other meals faster. You stand to benefit a lot from cooking specifically, so upgrading your kitchens is going to help you upgrade your overall account. So this is not necessarily a terrible upgrade. It's one of the better ones to do. The VIP membership is just straight useless. The weapon power at this point, like I said, sailing efficiency is something more important you need to focus on to doing great. Dreamcatcher. I mentioned sailing, you want to upgrade your boat speed, so getting more treasure is really, really important for you. So that's why I recommend Loot Pile, Garlic Glove, and Dreamcatcher specifically. The more Dreamcatcher you get, the more skilling prints you can get, the more atom generation, the more boron you can upgrade, and the more you can put into your alchemy, which is what you really need to focus on right now. So, big takeaways. You need higher 3D prints. You need to focus on Atom Collider. Just because you push past Leak Spirits doesn't mean you need to not focus on skilling efficiency. It's something you absolutely need to focus on right now. So go back, work on the same Leak Spirit lock grind I mentioned for every other person. Highly recommend doing that. It's probably the biggest lock on your account, metaphorically speaking, of course, that you can do to really push yourself past Sky Doggy Spirits. Once you start focusing on skilling efficiency, higher atom generation, you can then transition to focusing on damage, getting the Name I Guess, Quick Slap, and Meaty Claws bubbles to level 300, Power Try 1, Try 2, and Try 3 to level 450. Those are going to help a ton with damage. And also getting Sovereign Crystal Stake, getting Trilobite Rock, getting the stats from sailing also as well is going to help a ton with pushing and giving you more pushing power to push to the end and get more crop evo chance eventually through Cropius Mapper with the Samurai Guardians, which you have that on all your characters. So very generically, I recommend looking at the Leak Spirit guide, the Mid-World 6 guide, talking about what you should be focusing on there. That's going to help you a ton with your account progression, and hopefully the next few weeks you should have a ton of progression from there. So thanks, Zadmur, for the account. Hope that really helps. And again, YouTube, thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.